Hello everyone, Sheila's back again. I'm just checking in today because it is just after 7 o'clock now and I've done very little knitting today. I've had some jobs to do in my garden and then I had to do some shopping and then I thought I did a shopping haul after I got my shopping in and then I am onto the second sleeve on the knit along. So I sorted out all the bits of video to put together the first sleeve, and that is uploading at the moment. So as soon as it's uploaded, anyone that's following it, get yourself onto my Just Knitting channel. And I'm putting my little bits of hair that I can see them sticking out on the video there, so I'm putting them behind my ear. So if you're knitting along with me, and check and see. It's probably about another hour before. It said when I put it on, it was about just over an hour for it to upload because I have got a very slow connection on my internet today. I think I'm going to have to try and find another internet provider because Sky just seems to be slowing me down. And since I moved up into this room, the internet's a lot slower because my router is downstairs in the corner of my hallway and it has to come all the way upstairs. And it could be I've shut the bedroom door in here. So if I shut the bedroom door, the bars go down on my internet thing. I can see them on the computer. I can see when I'm looking at them, there's one little dot and one little bar. There should be two other little bars going over the top of the little dot. But Sky just seems to be slowing me down. It's not just because I'm up here, because my internet keeps cutting out at times and that. So I'm either going to have to get them to sort out a better connection for me or try someone else who is going to give me a better connection. But anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of the second sleeve to try and get it finished, and then I can get on with the neck bands and the bands and show you about sewing it up and that. So this is actually the only knitting I've actually done today, because I did have a lot of, my garden. I've got three lawns to cut, one very large one medium-sized one in the front garden, and a smaller one up the top of my patio in the back garden. And with not being used to doing that kind of work, normally I could go through the whole lot in an hour. It took me about an hour to do the large one, and I had to sit down and have a cup of coffee and a rest before I tackled the rest. And then I managed to pull a few weeds and that out, because I have 4 beds in the middle of the patio that I will be putting some flowers and that in when I get the weeds and that out of them. So I was pulling 1 or 2 weeds out from there and trying to sort out what else I can do. My rhubarb's going to seed, as I'm going to have to cut there's a lot of things come up with flowers on the. I think my rhubarb plant is getting a bit too old. I remember when I first moved into this house about 35 years ago, around about 35 years ago, the lady that lived next door in the garden, in her garden, she had a rhubarb plant and she was getting rid of it. She didn't want it, so I took a couple of cuttings off it. And that's the rhubarb I have in my garden now, so it's well over 30 years old. I think it needs replacing. I'll have to take some, when it's finished this year, I'm going to take some of the crowns off it and replant it, I think. Because that's what Cheryl's done. I gave her one of the crowns off it with a few buds on, and she's got quite a few sticks of rhubarb coming up in her garden now. So I think that's what I need to do, mate, to renew it. It just seems to be going to seed too quick. That's probably because it's too old, I think. And they're usually very thick stalks that I get off it when I do get it. So I'll probably be making myself a rhubarb crumble in the next few days, or a rhubarb pie, something like that. But anyway, I did this, finished the sleeve, so I only have one more sleeve to do. But I can't read my own writing. Couldn't make out what I had. I had the instructions written down, and I thought it said on my pattern where I had written down, because I think I had rubbed something off and hadn't rubbed it properly, wrote it back down properly. But when I started the decreasing, I did it on every fourth row, and I thought it said for 3 rows, 3 times. Only when I come to finish, if you see, there's like lines going across. When I counted up the lines up to the top compared to the back, there's 4 rows short. So it would mean I would have to stretch the sleeve to leave it the way it is. I would have to stretch the sleeve to fit into the back. Or I can pull it down. It's not too much knitting. It's down to 1, 2, 3. I'd have to pull that much from there, that much out, and knit it up again and do 2 more rows, where it should have been another 2 times doing it on the 4th row. I should read my own writing properly. So that was a mistake I did yesterday, and I only have one more sleeve to do on this one. But I have finished the little, sewn up the little sweater, and I've posted the 2 little passport folders to the lady that Terry, I think her name is, that I was doing them for. And this is the lining for the notion pouch I was doing. It's got balls of wool and knitting needles on it. That's the lining I have for it. But I have to put the stitch on it, stitch the zip on first. And then I put the lining inside after I've stitched the zip on, and I cover the zip with the lining to cover the stitches on the zip. But I've got a little video to show you the little sweater and the 2 little pouches that I made for the passport. So I'll stop the video and I'll show you that and come back again. Well, that's 2 passport pouches finished. Fully lined as well. So that's 2 I'll be able to pop along to the post office with. One little sweater with a front neck opening for a little girl this time, because all the other ones I've done were being for little boys. So that's how the pouches turned out in the little sweater. It is for a little girl. I've done a pink one for a little girl, because I've done some other ones with the opening down the front, but they were all for little boys, so I thought I'd do one for a little girl this time. I have a little bit more of that wool left over, so I might see if there's enough to do a little hat. The little bonnet or a little pom-pom hat, I don't know, a little beanie. I'll sort it out when I started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was just a little bit I came on to let you know what I've been doing and what I will be doing. And I'll probably not be much knitting tomorrow. If I do any knitting, it'll only be over night time, because we are having some lovely weather. I think we've had about 23 degrees today. I'll have a check and see what it says for tomorrow. It's actually still 21 degrees at the moment, so that's still quite warm. We're getting 22 degrees tomorrow with a bit more sunshine. We haven't had much sunshine today. It went really dull and a lot of cloud in the afternoon there was. And then on Thursday, we're going to have thunder and lightning. Don't know whether you can see them on my my phone there. There was two little black clouds on there. It's thunder and lightning. There's a lightning strike in the middle of it, but there's some sunshine. But we are getting 22 degrees. That's in the afternoon. I hope it's not here. That can be anywhere in the northeast, that's what they show on here. I have it set for Backworth where I live, but it's not always right. And then from Friday, temperature is dropping dramatically again, about 10 degrees. We're getting about 13 degrees on Friday, Saturday. So we're going to be back to that rotten cold weather again. So I've got to do as much as I can in those up till Thursday, where we'll have that lovely weather. Because I am a fair weather gardener. I don't like going out in cold or miserable weather. And when I got my lawnmower out to cut my grass, my granddaughter's partner, Craig, cut it for me the last time, and he never cleaned that lawnmower. The stuff was all piled underneath it. It was all stuck on it. I had to clean it all off before I could even cut the grass. That's a poor workman who doesn't clean his tools after him. I don't know what his lawnmower and everything is like at home, but I think it's Cheryl that does all the stuff in hers. I'm going to have to tell him when I see he cuts my grass again to clean the lawnmower after him. That is it on my phone. I'm going to shut my phone down. So anyway, that was just a little bit to let you know what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and don't forget, there will be the fourth part of the knit along of the cardigan for the sleeve on my Just Knitting channel, and you can check out my shopping haul on my shopping channel. Give me a few views, give me a few pennies. I don't have as much this month as what I usually get, and what I earn on YouTube pays my rent and my council tax. So if I wasn't doing this on YouTube, I would get my rent and my council tax paid, but because I'm doing this on YouTube and getting paid from YouTube, I have to pay my rent and my council tax with it. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.